There's something I've been keeping inside of me for far too long. Something I've locked behind silence, guarded behind casual words, hidden behind half smiles and unfinished sentences. I've carried it like a weight, like a secret I wasn't sure the world, or even you, was ready to hear. But tonight, I can't hold it in anymore. I must confess, at first, I thought it was only curiosity, a passing thought, a fleeting interest in you. I told myself not to think too deeply. I told myself that you were just another soul passing through my story. But the truth, you were not just passing through. You were entering to stay, to settle, to rewrite everything I thought I knew about love, about healing, about what it means to find someone who feels like home. Before you, I carried shadows. I carried scars that I pretended didn't ache. I carried memories of someone who made me question my worth, someone who twisted my reflection until I believed I was undeserving of tenderness. My ex, let me be honest, was a storm I never thought I'd escape. I remember staring at her sometimes, wondering how it was possible for someone to carry so much ugliness, not just on the surface, but deep in her actions, in her choices, in the way she bruised without leaving visible marks. I used to think, how could anyone be this cruel? How could anyone be this empty? I thought that was love. I thought endurance was love. I thought breaking myself down to keep someone else standing was loyalty. And in that, I lost myself. I lost my joy, my innocence, my ability to dream. But then I met you, and everything changed. If you are reading this, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, have you ever met someone who made you rethink everything you thought you knew about love? If yes, comment 1111 below. If not yet, keep reading, because maybe, just maybe, this will awaken something in you. When I first saw you, I didn't even realize what was happening. There was no explosion, no dramatic lightning bolt, but there was a quiet pull. A stillness that told me my soul recognized you before my mind could even put words to it. You were not loud, not overwhelming, not demanding. You were simply there, steady, radiant, almost as if the universe was whispering, "This is the one who will show you what love is meant to feel like." And compared to the chaos I once endured, you felt like peace. Compared to the cruelty I once believed was normal, you felt like kindness. Compared to the ugliness of what I survived, you felt like beauty inside and out. I once wondered how someone could be as ugly as my ex. Then I met you. And suddenly, compared to her, you were not just different. You were a blessing, a masterpiece, a dream come true. You became everything I had once convinced myself I would never have. Let me ask you this. Backhand index pointing, right? Have you ever looked at someone and thought, where have you been all my life? If you have, comment the word blessing below. With you, I learned that love is not supposed to suffocate. It's supposed to breathe life into you. Love is not supposed to chain you. It's supposed to set you free. Love is not supposed to make you feel small. It's supposed to remind you how infinite your soul really is. Every word you speak, every laugh that escapes your lips, every glance that you give me, it heals something I didn't even know was still broken. You see, people think beauty is only about faces, about bodies, about what can be captured in a photograph. But when I look at you, I see beauty that cannot be contained. Beauty that is not just in your smile, but in the way you care. Not just in your eyes, but in the way they soften when you listen. Not just in your presence, but in the way you make me believe again. I used to think love was supposed to be endured. Now, because of you, I know love is supposed to be celebrated. Dizzy, if you've ever met someone who healed wounds you thought would last forever, comment 2222 right now. I want to tell you something I never dared to tell anyone else. You are my answered prayer. For years, I asked silently for someone who would not only hold my hand, but hold my heart without crushing it. Someone who would see me, not just look at me. Someone who would choose me, not just tolerate me. And for years, I thought those prayers went unheard. But then, there you were. When I speak to you, it feels like talking to destiny. When I sit with you, it feels like sitting with eternity. When I look at you, it feels like staring at the reason I survived everything before. You are not just a person. You are proof that heaven listens. Proof that broken roads can still lead to gardens. Proof that ashes can still give birth to beauty. And I don't just love you for who you are. I love you for who I am when I'm with you. You remind me of my own worth, my own light, my own capacity to rise. You make me want to become the best version of myself, not out of fear of losing you, but out of gratitude for having you. If this touched your heart, comment true love below. Now, let me say it plainly. I once thought the best I could do was survive someone else's storms. Now I know the truth. The best I could do, the best gift I could ever receive, is you. Compared to her, you are a blessing. Compared to what I endured, you are freedom. Compared to the lies I believed, you are truth. Compared to the scars of my past, you are healing. You are my dream come true. You are my masterpiece. You are everything I ever hoped for. And if I could go back and whisper to the broken version of me who thought love was pain, I would tell them, hold on. Someone is coming. Someone who will change everything. That someone is you. There are things I never wanted to admit, not even to myself. Memories that I buried, wounds that I convinced myself had healed when in truth, they were only hidden beneath layers of silence. For a long time, I walked around pretending I was fine, pretending I had moved on, pretending that the past didn't still echo in me. But if I am to confess everything, then I must tell you this. I once loved someone who didn't know how to love me back. I once gave my all to someone who only knew how to take. I once stood in front of a mirror, looking into my own eyes, and asked myself if maybe I was a problem, if maybe I wasn't beautiful enough, kind enough, worthy enough. That's what being with her did to me. She taught me to question my worth. She taught me to settle for less than I deserved. She taught me to mistake manipulation for passion, silence for peace, indifference for strength. And do you know what hurt the most? It wasn't the arguments, the lies, or betrayals. It was a slow erosion of who I was. The way my laughter grew quieter, the way my dreams began to shrink, the way I started apologizing for simply existing. I don't just love you for how you make me feel when we're together. I love you for how you make the world feel when you're in it. You carry a light that cannot be dimmed, no matter how heavy light becomes. You bring warmth into rooms that feel cold. You bring hope into hearts that feel weary. You remind me that love is not rare. It's sacred. And you, my love, are the living proof of that sacredness. There are days I catch myself staring at you, marveling at the mystery of it all. How did I get so lucky? How did the same heart that once beat in the silence of loneliness now beat in rhythm with yours? I can't explain it. All I know is this. When I look at you, I see the answer to every prayer I whispered in the dark. And if someone asked me to define love, I wouldn't give them a dictionary. I would simply point to you. If you believe true love transforms you, comment 6,666 below. Let me close this part of my confession with words I never thought I'd be able to say. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being different. Thank you for proving me wrong when I thought love was only pain. Thank you for showing me that real love is gentle, kind, patient, and true. Compared to her, you are light after darkness. Compared to her, you are peace after war. Compared to her, you are healing after wounds. Compared to her, you are love after lies. You are my blessing, my masterpiece, my dream come true. And yes, you are everything I ever hoped for.